And welcome back to Right Rear Racing, as this is week number 3 of your Right Rear Racing UMPs, presented by Mike M Designs and in partnership with Dirt Series. And as a reminder, this is day number 1 of Lucas Oil here on Right Rear Racing, as we are covering the UMPs here tonight, and we're also going to be covering the super late models with Dirt Series on Thursday night. The winner of tonight's race has the opportunity to go over to Dirt Series on Thursday and take the win there. They're going to get $20 from Dirt Series, and also will receive $20 from myself as well. A chance to win a total of $40 there. Looks like so far tonight we have 13 drivers here registered, as Jordan Comblentz in the 27 car. He's the newcomer here. He's still in the pits, as he's going to be your quick time person so far during the hot laps, and we're going to have our qualifying session here momentarily. As we follow along with Elliot O'Neill during this practice session here, again, we do have a tie after 2 weeks for the points today. That's going to be a tie with Brad Allman in that 9A car there, and the 99 of Dylan Gilsby, who's also in the pits there. I think he's having some internet connection issues here tonight. Again, thanks for joining here tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Please be sure to share the video, like it, and if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and give us a follow or subscribe on whatever platform you're on and get notified when we go live here on Right Rear Racing. And looking at the schedule, as the schedule is being shared before we went live here, next week we're going to go to Lanier for week number 4, and that's going to be the mid-season there. With the following week on September 8th, we're going to go to Lawrenceville, follow up with Eldora on the 15th. The 22nd of September, we're going to go to Kokomo, and then we're going to finish out the season at Charlotte on September 29th, and that's feature start will be a 3-wide main event start. So we're going to see something strange and unique here with the Right Rear Racing UMPs presented by Mike M Designs. Looks like we have about a minute left here of our practice session left, and try to figure out whatever the drivers are out here on the track right now. As we do got Philip Neeson, that 38 in, making his way out on the track. The 6 junior of Mark Wagner Jr. there has made his way out to the track for the final few minutes here. This track looks like it's going to be racy here tonight. Looks like we got a top shelf. Everyone's been trying to run that top side. The bottom will come in later on here in this race. And if you're interested in joining this UMP league here on Right Rear Racing TV, please give us a follow on Facebook under Right Rear Racing TV. Or Right Rear Racing, and we'll guide you the right direction to get into the league and get on the Discord as well. And that seems to be to do it for our hot laps here tonight. We're going to have our qualifying here momentarily, and we're waiting on for the first car to come out onto pit lane, or out of pit lane, and that's going to be Philip Neeson, that 38 machine, as he's coming off pit road down the back straightaway, going into turn number 3. As he's coming off turn number 4, we're going to get the green flag here for his qualifying lap. Looks like he's running the top line there in 1 and 2, working his way down the back straightaway for his first lap. Going into turn number 3 here, still on that top shelf, working his way around. And lap number 1, he's going to have a 15:54. We're going to go jump up with Jordan Komblentz on his last lap here. He's your quick time setter right now with the 15:23 as he's worked his way off turn 4. His second lap time is going to be a 15:05. That's going to top the leaderboard there. Mike Manise in that 30 machine, the Mike M Designs, has hit a 15:53 on his first lap, and he just worked his way off turn 4. His second lap will be a 15:44. That's going to jump him up to second on the leaderboard. We're going to follow along with Cole Latimer in the 1 machine. He's in a 1 machine here for the league, but running the 99 machine as he just took the green flag. He's going to go into turn number 1. He's going to run that bottom side there through 1 and 2. Brad Allman just hit a 15:22. That's going to put him up into second on the qualifying here tonight. As we're following along with Latimer coming off turn 4 for his first lap, Latimer is going to hit a 15:23. That's going to put him up in 4th on the leaderboard. Elliot O'Neill in the 55 machine, he hit a 15:14. That's going to jump him up into second currently as he's working his way through 3 and 4 for one last time on his second lap. Second lap is going to be a 15:08. That's going to keep him there in the second position. Cole Latimer did get faster in the second lap with a 15:13. That's going to put him 3rd position. And Josh Knight in the 23 machine, he's got a better wrap here tonight, as we know what car he is now, as the first lap was a 15:46. He's going to be in the 7th position, working his way through 3 and 4 for his last time, and his second lap is going to be a update here. I guess he got it 15:46 that second lap as well, as he's going to stay there in the 7th position. Looks like we're going to have a few. I don't know if Logan Vera has joined us yet, as we do have 12 drivers that have qualified and 1 sitting there waiting to qualify. Again, I think Michael Enox is supposed to be joining, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it with 15 seconds left here tonight. And we're just going to go straight into our heat races here after their 5 seconds are up. And everyone's going to be qualifying, going straight to the main event here tonight. And heat race number 1 is lining up now. And on the starting position is going to be the 27 machine of Jordan Komblentz. On his outside is going to be the number 1 of Cole Latimer. Inside row number 2 has Mike Manise in that 30 machine with Josh Knight on his outside in the 23. We have the 00 of Dylan Johns. He's going to be on the inside row number 3 with Lewis Cataline, a newcomer here in the 32 machine on the outside, and Logan Vera rounding out the field for heat race number 1 action. And Logan Vera will not be joining us in the heat race action. Hopefully he gets everything fixed for our main event here tonight. Quite a few guys got a new wrap here for this week 3 action. As Cole Latimer was running the 1 machine, now he's the 99 here. He's also going to be number 1 during the broadcast, but he's that white and blue car there on the outside of Jordan Blitz in the 27 machine. We do got the Mike M Designs wrap right there with Mike Moniz in that 30 machine on the inside row number 2. On his outside is going to be the 23. That's Josh Knight. And Dylan Johns in the double OD, and Lewis at the 36 as Jordan Blitz goes in turn number 3. He's going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway here for heat race number 1 action here with 10 laps in your heat races. Jordan's going to go down low. Mike's going to try to slide there. We're going to go back here to the back. And Josh Knight got a good run on the outside. Mike's trying to run the bottom side. We're going to try to spin it out just a little bit here on you. As I don't know what happened there, but here comes Mike running on the bottom side. We're going to be side by side for a second. That's Josh Knight. He's going to go look on the inside. And Cole Latimer's right there and still trying to cross him over. We're going to be side by side battle down the back straightaway. As we go to a far chase view here, the double O of Dylan Johns. He's trying to work the outside of Mike Moniz there. Mike Moniz is running the bottom side. We're all stacked up right here through 1 and 2, working our way down the back straightaway. The 23 machine of Josh Knipe's going to be running the high side. We're going to look to go 3 wide going into turn number 3. Mike Moniz is running that bottom side there through 3 and 4, getting a good run on the bottom side still. And getting a little sideways there going in turn number 1 and trying to stay down so that he doesn't get up in the double O of Dylan Johns. And as we go, we're going to go up to the front as Cole Latimer is right there trying to get that bottom side going, as it looked like he was trying to get it going there in 3 and 4. And going to go back to the Mike Moniz and Dylan Johns battle. This is a battle for 4th on your screen between the 30 and the double O. As we pay attention to the front here, as we are now halfway through with heat race number 1 action. Dylan Johns going to look down low going in turn number 1, slide up in front of Mike Moniz. Mike's going to cross him over and get a good run off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And Dylan Johns is still on the outside. Mike's going to slide up. Dylan Johns looking to cross him over. We're got a battle here for 4th position here as they're side by side at the flag stand. Here comes the slide job, and the 36. That's going to be Lewis in the 36 machine coming in there and making contact with Mike Moniz and ending his heat race. Chances to move up into that 4th position. And now everyone's kind of spaced out. We're going to go back up to the front here. Jordan Blitz has led it since the drop of the green flag, as Cole Latimer is in second right there, roughly a half a second gap as they come off turn 4, getting the popsicle sticks with 2 laps remaining here in heat race number 1 action. I'm sorry, that's going to be Cole Latimer running just a little bit lower than Jordan there at through 1 and 2. Now Cole's going to look up high, enter in turn 3, get something on the bottom there as they get the white flag with 1 lap remaining here in heat race number 1 action. The 99 or the number 1 machine of Cole Latimer is going to try to get something there on the bottom side, but is he going to have enough there for Jordan Blitz as Jordan goes to the top shelf through 3 and 4, come off turn number 4, give the win to Jordan Blitz, followed by Cole Latimer. Josh Knight in that 23 machine finished out in 3rd. Dylan Johns in the double O finished out in 4th. Lewis in the 32 machine is in 5th, and Mike Moniz rounds out the field for heat race number 1 action. And time for your heat race number 2 starting lineup. On the pole is going to be the number 55 of Elliot O'Neill. On his outside is going to be the 9A of Brad Allman. Philip Neese on the inside of row number 2 in that 38 machine with Dylan Gilsby on his outside in the 99. Randy O'Neill in the 5 machine is going to be inside row number 3 with Mark Wagner Jr. in the 6 JR is going to be on the outside of row number 3 there. as the field makes their way down the front straightaway, receiving the rolled up green flag. We are set to go underway. Next time around, the field is going to be led by the 55 of Elliot O'Neill, and your current points leader, or I should say one of the points leaders here after week number 2 is over with, is on the outside pole. That's going to be Brad Allman, and right behind him is his counterpart of Dylan Gillespie in that 99 machine. As the field goes into turn number 3 here, Elliot O'Neill is going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway here in heat race number 2 action. Brad Allman's going to try to run that bottom side, try to get down there with Philip Neese on the bottom side. Neese is still down the bottom, trying to get a good run. We're still side by side for position number 3. Neese is going to slide up just a little bit. The 99 of Gillespie is going to be right there and going to make that pass on Neese as these drivers are battling it out. I believe Elliot O'Neill is getting a little bit of run here, as now the 99 of Gillespie is looking down low of Allman. And he's going to try to get a run here off of turn number 4. Give the position still to Brad Allman. And now Neese is wanting back up into that 3rd position. He's trying to get a good run down to the back straightaway. Going into turn number 3, he's going to look down low, look for a slide job here on the 99, but instead cut it off. That's going to allow them to be side by side. It's still going to be Dylan Gillespie there in the 99, still running in 3rd. The 9A of Brad Allman still in 2nd, with the 55 of Elliot O'Neill leading the way. And we're watching here along with Dylan Gillespie, Brad Allman, and Philip Neese here for battle for position number 2, as we just received the cross flags as we're halfway through with heat race number 2 action. Immediately after this heat race action will be a warm-up session, and Dylan Gillespie said that he's already having some connection issues, so he might be blinking, and that's what you're seeing there. So it's still Brad Allman in 2nd. Elliot O'Neill has about a 2nd lead here on Allman. Allman's going to jump the cushion. That's going to allow Gillespie to make the pass. And Gillespie's going to blink out just a little bit. Here comes the 9A, or I'm sorry, the 38 of Philip Neese. He's going to move up into that 2nd position as iRacing has kicked Dylan Gillespie. It was not me, it's iRacing that kicked him out of here for his internet connection issues. And now Brad Allman is going to make his way back up into that 2nd position as he's working his way off turn number 4. Going to be racing here with the popsicle stick showing. The 38 of Philip Neese trying to get that bottom side going. We have a battle for 2nd position here on your screen as Elliot O'Neill has a 2-second gap on these drivers here as they work their way off turn 4, getting the white flag. Philip Neese going to make a little bit of contact there with Brad Allman as the bottom side going to be dominant here on this last lap as we come down the back straightaway. Philip Neese is looking down low, going into turn number 3. Allman's up top as they work their way through 3 and 4, coming off turn number 4. Give position number 2 to Brad Allman and Philip Neese. And I'm sorry, Elliot O'Neill did take home the win in heat race number 2 action. And we're going to take a quick break here as these drivers are going to try to break this track in just a little bit more to try to get a top side and a bottom side going here tonight. Good time to go get a drink, get ready for tonight's race in action. And I'll be right back after that. And as a reminder, whoever wins here tonight has a chance to go race with Dirt Series Promotions on Thursday. And if they win that race, their Dirt Series Promotions will be giving $20 to the winner. And I'm also throwing in another 20 as well. As we take a look at this track here, you see it kind of slicking off there on entry. But still has a lot of moisture there on the bottom side, and has that top shelf going as well, as you still have a berm. Just a little bit of berm, and this track can be tricky here, as you can just go over the track and onto the landing there on both sides of the track. And racing action will pick up once again here on Right Rear Racing for your UMP Modifieds next week for week number 4 action at Lanier. Again, that time is going to start at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. And guys, are y'all good with the track? If you are, we can go ahead and move on to the feature. Alright, got 3 or 4 guys saying yes, so I'm going to go ahead and advance it, guys. And that's going to complete our warm-up session here tonight, as y'all just heard me talking to the drivers here tonight. And we're going to go straight into our 50-lap main event here tonight with our 12 drivers on the starting lineup. Hopefully Dylan Gillespie will maintain his internet connection and stay part of the show here tonight, as he is still leading the points with Brad Allman, as they both have 220. Josh Knipe has 215, sitting in third. And those are the only 3 positions I do know off the top of my head. And starting on the pole here tonight for your 50-lap main event here at Lucas Oil is going to be Jordan Comblance in the 27. On his outside is going to be the 55 of Elliot O'Neill. On the inside, row number 2 has the number 1 of Cole Latimer. The 9A of Brad Allman is going to be on his outside. Row number 3 has Josh Knipe in the 23 machine on the inside, with Philip Neeson, the 38, on his outside. Dylan Johns in the 00 is going to be inside row number 4, with Randy O'Neill in the 5 machine on his outside. We do have the newcomer of the 32 machine of Lewis on the inside, row number 5, with Mark Wagner Jr. on his outside in the 6 junior. And rounding out the last row here for tonight's main event is going to be Mike Manise in the 30 machine, and on his outside is going to be the 99 of Dylan Gillespie. And those 2 back runners, or the backfield there, the 30 and the 99, just kind of got tough luck there, as Manise got a slider thrown into him, a right rear fed into him, and Gillespie with his internet connection. The pace truck has dived off there on pit exit. Jordan Comblance and Elliot O'Neill are going to be leading the field to the green flag as they come off into turn number 3. Jordan Comblance is going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway here for your 50 laps here tonight at Lucas Oil for night number 1. As Comblance going to run the inside, that's going to be Josh Knipe getting on the inside there. A little bit of contact, but we stay green. As the 00 of Dylan Johns is going to be right there. We're going to have a battle side by side for your lead, as the 55 of Elliot O'Neill is running the outside, the 27 of Jordan Comblance running the inside. Here comes the number 1 of Cole Latimer. He's going to be trying to get that bottom side going. The only car on the outside so far is going to be the 55 of Elliot O'Neill. And this up here towards the front, we do have some contact. That's going to be, I see Looks like Philip Neese getting in some contact there with Dylan Johns and the 23 of Josh Knight. Here comes the 99 of Dylan Gillsby. He's trying to get that top side going. He's already moved up 4 spots. He's sitting in position number 8. He's trying to reel in Philip Neese here, move up to position number 7. We're going to go back up here to where Brad Allman is, trying to hold on to his 4th position here as the 55 is trying to run the bottom side there. That's going to be a battle for second between the 55 and the 1. That's going to be Elliot O'Neill and Cole Latimer. They're both trying to battle it out here. Here comes the 55 running the bottom side, going to move up into that second position once again. And Jordan Comblentz is running down on the bottom side there through 1 and 2, getting a good lead here, getting about a half a second lead on the field as Elliot O'Neill is running the bottom side. Cole Latimer is right there. Here comes Brad Allman. Look on the inside as they go into turn number 1, and looks like Jordan Comblentz might have turned a little bit too early and made contact with the tire as the caution flag is out. We're going to go take another look at it and see what happened there. And you see it right there. He just made contact with the tire in 3 and 4, broke that left front. And you see the sparks flying there, and that's what made him exit and go into the pits for his 1 quick repair here tonight. And that's going to change things up as Jordan Comblentz is going to go to the back of the field. And Jordan, are you good on time, man? Again, that's going to change up the field here. Elliot O'Neill is going to take over the lead with Cole Latimer on his outside. Brad Allman is going to move into 3rd. One second, guys. Are you still out there yet, Jordan? Said you're out. Again, that's going to change up the start lineup here as Jordan Comblentz did hit that inside tire. That's going to allow Elliot O'Neill, Cole Latimer, Brad Allman, Philip Neese, and Dylan Johns for your top 5. They should receive the rolled up green flag as the pace truck lights appear to be off. Yes, the pace truck did dive off. We're going to go back underway next time around. Again, these laps under caution do not count. The ticker will reset up there on the top of your screen as Elliot O'Neill and Cole Latimer lead the field back to green here. As Elliot O'Neill in that 55 machine is going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for your racing action. Brad Allman's going to get a good jump. We're going to be side by side with Latimer on the outside. The 9A is working the bottom of the 90. The 1 of Latimer is working the outside, working their way off turn 2. The 99, or the 1 machine of Cole Latimer, is going to get a good run. The 9A of Brad Allman is going to be right there as well as they work their way off turn number 4. Give the position to Cole Latimer in that 1 machine. He's going to go inside in 1 and go a little bit hot, push up. Here comes the 9A, going to get a good run here. He's going to take over that second position. Dylan Johns in that 00, he's going to be right there, looking to make it through wide, and Brad Allman push just a little bit and going to let up and give the position back to Latimer as they go into turn number 1. And everyone's all right there. That's going to allow for a caution flag. And we were just watching all that right there. We're going to take another look at it there. I see Dylan Johns went in just a little bit hot there as they come off 4 down the front straightaway here. And everyone's just right there and a racing incident there. And anyone go to the pits this time? I believe Dylan Johns is in the pits. Showing that Dylan Johns is in the pits. Is that true? How much time you got? We have Dylan Johns has made his way into the pits, and Philip Neese is driving into the pits as he appears to have a right front damage, but he's going to get his quick repair and get back underway. Dylan Johns had to make a tow there, and that's why it's taking him a little bit longer. And again, it's going to be Elliot O'Neill, Cole Latimer, and Brad Allman for your top three. Dylan Gillsby in that 99 machine, he's made his way back up there. He's moved up 8 positions. Hopefully his internet will hold up here. And Josh Knipe in that 23 machine rounds out your top 5. Lewis in the 36 machine. He's going to be in 6. Jordan Complents, he's hit that tire early on, broke his left front, and back out. And 1 second here. And again, like I said, Jordan Complents, he's made his way back up through the field. And Mike Manise in that 30 machine going to move up on the outside there. He's in your 6th position. They just received the rolled up green flag. Set to go underway this time around, led by the 55 and the 1 here down the back straightaway. And Elliot O'Neill in that 55 machine is going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway. Brad Allman's going to get a good jump here on off of turn 4, get a good run into turn number 1. The 1 machine of Cole Latimer is going to try to get that top side going. Here comes the 99 of Dylan Gillsby trying to get that bottom side going underneath Josh Knipe. Knipe's going to try to get up high, and as they come off turn number 4, give the second position to Brad Allman in that 9A. Here comes the 99 of Dylan Gillsby trying to get that bottom side going through 1 and 2. The 1 machine on the outside as they're battling outside side by side for position number 3. That's going to be the 99 on the inside, the 1 on the outside as they go into turn number 3, working their way through 3 and 4, coming through off turn 4, give the position to the 1 machine, or the blue 99 if you want to say, but the 1 machine of Cole Latimer as the 99 machine is working the bottom side there through 1 and 2, and it looks like Latimer might have made a little contact there with the outside wall. That's not going to slow him down as the 99 of Dylan Gillsby has moved up 9 positions now and in your 3rd position. Elliot O'Neill has about a 1.3 second gap on Brad Allman, and Gillsby's still on the charge. Here comes Josh Knipe trying to get that bottom side going. This is going to be a battle for 4th position between the 1 of Cole Latimer and the 23 of Josh Knipe, as 1 of Latimer goes down low through 1 and 2, trying to get a good run here on the 99 of Gillsby, trying to go back into that top 3 as they work their way on into turn number 3. Allman's going to go up top as they work their way off turn 4. That are going to be 3 wide there momentarily. The 99 of Gillsby's looking down low going into turn number 1. As they're 3 wide through 1 and 2, coming off turn 2, 3 wide here. That's going to be the battle of the 9s. That's the 9A's on the outside, the 99's on the in middle, and the 1 Cole Latimer's on the bottom, as Brad Allman's going to get shuffled back to the 4th position as Latimer's going to get into your 2nd position. I believe Gillsby might have lost connection issues, and he's came back right there as he's getting the top shelf going. He's moved up 10 spots. He's into your 2nd position as Latimer's getting that bottom side going. We're not even halfway here through tonight's race as Josh Knipe's trying to get that bottom side going with Brad Allman on the outside as they work their way off turn 4. A little bit of contact between Jordan Complents and Knipe as they come off turn 2. And as all this is happening here, Elliot O'Neill has just on the Sunday cruise here, getting about a 2-second gap on Dylan Gillsby. Dylan Gillsby in that 99 machine is trying to hold off Latimer in that 1 machine, as we do have a battle for 2nd now on your screen going in turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4, the 99 of Gillsby is going to maintain his 2nd position, but here comes Latimer once again in that 1 machine, trying to get that bottom side going there through 1 and 2. Getting a little bit of better run there on Gillsby as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3 here. The 1 machine of Latimer still trying to make some passes here. We're going to go back to the back just a little bit back here. That's going to be Josh Knipe in the 23 machine trying to battle off or hold off Jordan Koblenz. As Koblenz is right there. They're side by side. The battles. That's battle for fourth here on your screen, and we also still have that one for second, as this makes it a little bit tough for all these drivers right now, with Gillsby in that 99 machine blinking in and out just a little bit. Brad Allman, he's moved back to your sixth position, as we're not even halfway through here, and Koblenz is right there on the bumper of Knipe going through 1 and 2. I'm sorry, that's 3 and 4. And Latimer's running the top shelf there in your third position, trying to change up his line and get a good run here on Gillsby. We're going to try to make our way through the field here just real quick. And Dylan Johns in the 00. He's in 7th with Lewis in the 36 machine. He's in 8th. Philip Meese's made his way back up to the 9th position. Mike Manise, he's in your 10th position. Mark Wagner in the 6th. Junior is in 11th. Randy O'Neill rounds out the field in your 5 machine. We're going to go back up there to the front. I believe Cole Latimer's drilling in. Dylan Gillsby here as they work their way off turn 2 down the back straightaway. The 1 machine of Cole Latimer is going to be that white and blue number 99. The 99 of Dylan Gillsby is still trying to hold on to that second position here, as next time around we're going to receive the cross flags, as we're going to be halfway through with your main event here tonight. Working into turn number 3 here, the 99, or I'm sorry, that's going to be the 1. That's the blue and white machine. He's trying to make a pass here on the 99 of Dylan Gillsby as they work their way into turn number 1 here. We do have a battle for position number 4. That's going to be the 27 of Jordan Koblenz. He's made his way back up to the 4th now, as he got into that caution early on in the race as he hit that tire and broke his left front. Josh Knipe has moved back to your 5th position. Cole Latimer is still trying to get that top shelf going and try to make the pass on Dylan Gillsby, as Gillsby's still just running that middle of the bottom groove there all the way around the track. And Latimer is going to get a good run, but Gillsby's going to come up just a little bit there on the front straightaway. That's going to allow Jordan Koblenz to be right there. Koblenz winning a little bit hot, and he's going to try to get. Now we're going to Latimer trying to get a good run here on Gillsby as they go into turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4, this is battle for second on your screen, as Latimer's got more momentum there on the outside. Latimer is going to get the run around there on the outside and make that pass for second, and Jordan Koblenz is going to try to follow suit. He's going to go on the outside of Dylan Gillsby in that 99 machine, and that's going to be the 27 machine trying to run that middle groove. Look, make it go 3 wide here off of 4, but 99, I'm sorry, that's going to be the 1 of Latimer getting a good run, and now Jordan Koblenz is going to be right there in 3rd as he's moved up back into 3rd. Dylan Gillsby, he's moved up to the top shelf now and trying to follow these guys here. And Brad Allman's making his way back through the field, trying to slowly make his way back up there and make that pass on Dylan Gillsby, as we are now 20 laps remaining here tonight's race. Elliot O'Neill's led it since the drop of the green, and he has roughly a 2.7 second gap on Cole Latimer in that 1 machine. And the 1 machine of Cole Latimer has trying to hold off Jordan Koblenz in that 27 machine. Jordan Koblenz was your quick time qualifier and won heat race number 1. He's trying to make it a full sweep here tonight and go into your Thursday night with a chance to win the $20 from Dirt Series and the $20 from Right Rear Racing. Again, any driver can go do it if they want to, and Cole Latimer is going to try to get that top shelf going once again and try to maintain that run. But any driver can do it. If you're interested in running on Thursday, go to dirt-series.com and register today. Looks like we might have a race here for position number 7, as Philip Neeson, that 38 machine, is trying to throw a slide drop on Dylan Johnson. That 00. The 00 of Dylan Johnson is going to go down low in turn number 1. Neese is right there, still maintaining that position. We're going to go back up to your front as we do have a battle for second. Jordan Koblenz just made the pass on Latimer as they work their way off for 4 down the front straightaway into 1. Latimer is going to try to get that top shelf going, going to slide off the track just a little bit. That's going to allow Jordan Koblenz to walk away just a little bit with Dylan Gillsby right there. Now can Jordan make his way back up to Elliott here in your closing laps with 14 laps remaining here tonight, as the lead is about a 2.3 second gap on from Elliott to Jordan, as Latimer is going to be right there and try to get that top shelf going once again, get a good run off 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Try to make that pass once again on Jordan Koblenz. And there's about a half a second gap between Jordan Koblenz and Latimer. And Dylan John's still running in fourth. Brad Almond in fifth. Josh Knipe in the 23 machine is going to be in sixth. Philip Neese in the 38 machine is going to be in seventh. Dylan Johns in the double OD is going to be eighth. And Mike Meese in that 30 machine, he's going to try to reel in Dylan Johns here and make the move into your eighth position as he's currently running ninth. And Lewis in that 36 machine is going to round out, your top 10 as we follow along with. I thought they were a little bit closer than what they were. We're going to go back up to the front as I believe Cole Latimer is trying to reel in your driver, your second place driver here of Jordan Koblenz. As Koblenz is going to run that top shelf as well as Latimer, as we do have 9 laps remaining here tonight. Can Elliott O'Neill maintain that lead as it's shrunk dramatically here with 1.75 seconds with just on front of Jordan Koblenz as they work their way off turn 4. Everyone's kind of settled in here, getting that top shelf going, working their way through 3 and 4. Elliott O'Neill still holding on to that lead, and Jordan Koblenz is slowly closing that gap as he now has a 1.2 second lead, or Elliott O'Neill has a 1.2 second lead on Jordan Koblenz. And going into turn number 1 there, it shrinks down to about 1 second. As you see right there on your screen how close they are as they work their way through 1 and 2, coming down the back straightaway into turn number 3. As they work their way off of turn number 4, getting 5 fingers with 5 laps remaining here in your main event for week number 3. And Elliott O'Neill has led it since Jordan Koblenz had to pull off the track and get his left front repaired. Now Elliott O'Neill is going to go down low. Jordan Koblenz is going to go up top as he's trying to get some momentum here, and Elliott O'Neill is going to run that middle groove. We do have a race here in your closing laps here with 4 laps remaining. Elliott O'Neill still holding on to that lead. Jordan Koblenz is going to be right there. Both drivers are going to go to the top shelf through 3 and 4 as they work their way off turn number 4 down the front straightaway, and Jordan Koblenz is trying to figure out a way to make that clean pass on Elliott O'Neill. He's a little bit faster there in 1 and 2. Can he make that move on Elliott O'Neill here? And looks like Koblenz might have went in a little bit hot there in turn number 3 as the drivers just received the popsicle sticks with 2 laps remaining here tonight, as we do have a race here heating up for your win here tonight once again with Elliott O'Neill in that 55 machine holding off Jordan Koblenz. We do have lap traffic going to play a factor as we do have the white flag flying. That's going to be the 5 of Randy O'Neill. Is that going to slow up your leaders here? Elliott O'Neill's trying to hold off Jordan Koblenz at 1 lap here as they come in turn number 3. One last lap, or 1 last turn here, going down low and coming off turn number 4. Give the win to the 55 of Elliott O'Neill, followed by the 27 of Jordan Koblenz, and rounding out your top 3 is going to be Cole Latimer in that 1 machine. Dylan Gillespie in that 99 machine finishes off in 4th. And Brad Almond rounds out your top 5. Again, the top 3, if you're in Discord, go ahead and go to the broadcast waiting room for your interviews, guys. And the rest of the field looks like this. The 23 of Josh Knipe finishes out in 6th. Philip Neese in the 38 machine rounds out in 7th. Dylan Johnson, double O, in 8th. Mike Meese in the 30 machine in 9th. Lewis in the 32 machine, 10th. Mark Wagner Jr. in his 6th junior car is 11th. Randy O'Neill rounds out the field in his 5 machine. Again, Logan Vera must have had internet connection issues and was not a part of the racing action here tonight. And the first up to hear from tonight is going to be your 3rd place runner here, the 1 machine of Cole Latimer. And Cole, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was a heck of a race. It seemed like you found the top there late in that race and started making some moves and made that pass on Dylan Gilsby and battled the 99 cars in the 9 as well. Um, and I know you a little bit. You're more of a bottom feeder guy. How was it running that top side and getting that momentum going here late in that race?
Yeah, I could run. I wasn't as comfortable running in one and two. I couldn't really catch the middle there, especially when Jordan got around me. He was able to get a really good run as well as Elliott. But three and four, I was definitely more comfortable. But like you said, definitely more of a bottom of the track guy. But all in all, it was a good race. So I can't definitely can't complain.
And uh, I guess for this race, being a little bit different, I know that you come from the open setup side. Being fixed setups, how does that affect your driving style coming into these races here on Tuesday nights?
Um, it does a little bit. Obviously, the 50 laps changes it a little bit. You know, you have to maybe save a little bit versus, like I said, the 30 laps. And then week in and week out, you're kind of used to what you're running versus being kind of thrown into the mix of something new. But they run well. It's good, clean, tight racing, and it's a lot of fun.
And again, congratulations on your third place finish here tonight. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to shout out to Clark Racing Dig. Uh, Shout out to Atlas Design Company, Blake over there, hooking me up with a wrap, and thanks for putting this on tonight.
Yes, sir. And again, congratulations on your third place finish here tonight. And um, week four next week going to Lanier. How comfortable do you feel there to try to possibly move up two more spots to take that win there? And then I'll close it out there.
Um, I think Lanier. I think I would consider myself a pretty solid driver there. Just like you said, the being fixed set kind of changes things a little bit, especially when it's 50 laps. Track moves around a lot, especially tonight. I think as a great example. So I think Lanier might kind of be the same way. Go from top to the bottom, bottom to the top. You never know what it's going to do, but I think it'll be another good week of racing in here.
Yes, sir. And thanks, man. And we'll see you next week here on Right Rear Racing, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. And there you have it. Your second place, or I'm sorry, your third place finisher of Cole Latimer. And next up, we're going to hear from Elliot O'Neill, your winner here tonight in that 55 machine. And Elliot, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was a heck of a show. You kind of told me, hey, watch this, take it, watch how crappy I'm going to do tonight. Man, you didn't do crappy. You took home the win here tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I definitely got lucky there.
Uh, luck definitely played a factor here tonight for you, as I believe Jordan Complaints got into that left or made his left rear into that tire there, and then kind of let it from the drop there. You had a big gap on the field, probably about 35 laps in, and then Jordan Complaints rolled you in. What was your strategy going into that late in the race, knowing that Jordan was kind of rolling you there, man?
Well, I knew I wanted to roll the bottom. The bottom was real good there at the beginning. Felt really good. I kind of noticed I was pulling away from him, so I kind of let down a little bit. Turn the ponies down, and then there at the end, he was definitely coming. Honestly, thought he was going to get back around me, but that bottom there at the beginning definitely helped me. And then towards the end of the race, we went to the middle, and I guess it worked out for us.
It seemed like you said there, you kind of ran that bottom the whole race, um, kind of ran your own race there, and then that the 5 car of Randy O'Neill there coming up on the last lap was. Were you worried about coming up on him as a lap car, trying to hold off Jordan?
Yeah, I really was. I was trying to pace myself to hopefully not get into traffic. And there with I don't know 5 to go or so, I thought, man, we're gonna get into traffic here. But luckily we didn't end up getting in traffic, so I think that kind of helped.
And it seemed like, again, I keep saying this one here, seemed like you're kind of on a Sunday stroll there, getting that bottom side going. I'm sure you don't have much tire wear uh, for this race here tonight.
No, I really didn't, and that was going into the race. I knew I needed to save to have something at the end, and there towards the end, I didn't think I was gonna have enough because I knew they were running me down, and I just knew I had to stay steady and not overthink things, and it worked out in my favor.
And over on the Facebook side of things, we do have one comment over there. It's from T Clam. He's saying that he's coming for you next week and going to take home the win away from you next week.
Good. I hope to see him out here. This league's pretty fun, typically pretty clean, and some good racing. So hopefully he does show up next week.
And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to, man?
Yeah, Clark Racing Dig, 7B Designs, Deadeye Construction, T Clem Gas and Go, Pros Complete Post Frame Solutions, and of course Donnie himself. Thank you for everything you do for us.
Yes, sir. Thanks again, man, and for running here tonight and been a regular since week one. Congratulations on the win here on week number 3, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks, sir. And there you have it. Week number 3 winner of Elliot O'Neill. Thanks for joining in here tonight. Again, we're going to be live once again on Thursday for the Dirt Series promotions. Super late models at Lucas Oil here. Again, Elliot O'Neill can go over there and run on Thursday and have a chance to win $40 if he wins that super late model race on Thursday as well. That's one question I did forget to ask him, but hopefully he joins and we will see y'all on Thursday as we're going to be bringing the race in action right here on Right Rear Racing.